Alrighty, that is not the one we have for today. Here we are. How's everybody doing? Everybody hear me okay? See us okay? Make sure all the technical parts of this are working appropriately. ATC, hey Tiger. Now, Tiger, where is your cabin at? I know you're going hunting, but where are you going hunting? In other words, where's my next vacation destination?
You mean where's your next solo trip?
So
far, so
all right, good.
It's weird.
What's weird?
I can't. Oh, what's this thing? This is in the way, and I can't see the screen and the chat.
Oh, it'll likely go away.
Clinch Mountain Wildlife Area joins it. What? Clinch Mountain?
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Let's see where that is. Dun, dun, dun. Survey says.
What did you write? My
that's
good
not
Lord.
a word. That's a mountain range. And it
Clinch
appears
Mountain
to be,
Wildlife.
It is in Tennessee. Oh, that's Virginia.
In Southwest Virginia. That's what he says. So.
Let's see, it is. Oh, it's up from Bristol. Quite a ways up from Bristol, but that's the first town I recognize. Oh, there's Lebanon. I know them. All right, cool. Up near 81. Hush, Siri, be quiet. All right, so how's everybody been doing? I'll kick it off here with talk about what's been going on at the channel. I was silent for a while, so I popped up to kind of let you guys know what's been going on. If you saw the some of the episodes that I had, you'll know that I was making room for some files for Daytona on my machine and inadvertently deleted the just that day completed edit of the Smokeout Day 2 video. And then I had to recover those files, which takes forever. But that has now been done, and that's been released. Let's see, what else have we put out? Let's see, the barbecue one from Smokeout, the first barbecue, that came out. And then Smokeout Day 1 came out, which is basically my running up between Atlanta and there and going to all the different dealerships along the way. And then my notice about this is where I've been, this is what's going on. And then the morning ride is basically me encouraging people to vote. And I talked again about what was going on because I was getting frustrated. And then I finally got the next one up there. These are in the wrong order. But I got Smokeout, the last one, is up. So both Smokeouts and the last barbecue review, because we did 2 up there, all of those are out now. So I've been working on Smoky Mountain Bike Week. I've got one that should be going up tomorrow, which will be the first one in that series. And then once that series is complete, we have Daytona Bike Week that I still have to do. And then we went to Thunder Beach, so I have to do that one as well. So I am quite a bit behind. Computers are no fun sometimes. These tools that help you really hurt you sometimes as well. Let's see, do I have... I don't think I have it here anymore. I do. I cannot find what I am looking for. I was not prepared. The giveaway that we're doing for the Harley-Davidson factory coin. If you look at the video from the last video from the Harley-Davidson homecoming, and then I think I mentioned it in one of the ones I released recently, and I'll mention it again in the one tomorrow. That giveaway is still going on, and we will keep that giveaway open until I get all the way through my backlog of the videos, the episodes that I'm doing. So plenty of chances to enter, and you can enter more than once. All you have to do is put Willie G in the comments of any of our most recent videos, the ones since homecoming. And once I'm done, as a celebration for catching up all this stuff, we will draw a name of who the winner is of that coin. So this is a subscriber-only contest, so you have to be subscribed to enter. But here you go, Tiger. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. And also because of the backlog, we're not planning on going to St. Pete's Bike Fest, which is normally the last rally of the year that we do. St. Pete was hit pretty hard with the hurricanes, but we were still planning on going down there, but I will never get caught up if we go. So that is what we're going to be working on. If anybody wants to know about St. Pete Bike Fest, it is at the end of this month, and we have
linked somewhere.
Yeah, it's not going to be linked. It's linked in. Actually, I don't know if they'll let me link afterwards in a live or not. Anyway, it's on. If you look St. Pete's Bike Fest, there's a playlist on our channel. We've been the last 2 years, and we did 2 episodes for that, so you can see it. It's one of the rallies that we enjoy, partially because her parents are down there. But there's also a ride that we go across. Was it Sunshine Bridge?
Sunshine Skyway.
Sunshine Skyway. I don't even know if that's even open since the hurricane.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They closed it down for traffic, but nothing happened to it. I don't believe there's any damage to it.
But, yeah, so if you are interested in that one, we do have information about it, but I will not be going this year. So the next thing that we're going to start doing is planning for 2025. The first one in 2025 is Gibtown, and the second one is Thunder by the Bay, which is in Sarasota. I happen to know those because they're the first ones every year. I don't know if we're going to those yet. We haven't looked at the calendar yet to see what we're going to go to, what sponsors we have, that sort of thing. But I can tell you this. We are going to go to Sturgis in 2025. We are also going to get a house when we're up there. So we will be asking people if they want to join us up there to split the costs of a house. The more people we have, the bigger the house we can get. And it does have to be done early because they will be gone quickly. So if you are interested in going up to Sturgis, I don't even know when it is at this point. It's in August sometime. I guess I could look that up.
It's early August. And I don't know if it sweetens the deal or anything, but Zachary sleeps naked and sleepwalks. So it's worth it.
Don't tell them that. You'll scare them. Let's see. Sturgis Bike Rally. Yeah, that's not true. Let's see. They even have the dates up. They do. It's August. Oh, it's early part of August. It's August 1st through the 10th.
Yeah, this year was like 5th through the something.
And we will be going for the entire week because there's no sense going from Atlanta up there just for a weekend. We're going to spend the entire week up there. So that is our plan. If anybody wants to, take advantage of that opportunity to kind of stay together up there, if you're from the area, you can go with us up there for that matter. But that is the plan.
If you're from the area, let us stay with you.
Well, I'm in this area. Let's see. The other thing that's going on, I've got part 2 of the How Not to Die on Your Motorcycle series. That's going to be coming as well. A lot of people were very, very, very interested in the first one, so I have a part 2 that's going to be coming out in that. And I got a new machine, so editing should be a lot faster than it was before. I'm still doing the OBS on the old machine because I haven't even set the new one up for it, but that's all good stuff. Does anybody already have plans for rallies in 2025? Anything you're planning on going to? Let us know in the chat. I know that there's several that we talked about. I know I talked to Droop and Tiger about going back to Smokeout next year. Again, long way away now. But really, that's that and Sturgis are the only two that I have planned in my head at the moment until I figure out what the rest of them are going to be. Are there any rallies that you guys go to on a regular basis, like ones that you have to do every year? Let us know. Because don't kill people, Democrats do.
It's not in yours.
No, it's not. It's going. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's because it says top. Let me change it to all. Hey, there we go.
It's weeded out all gun comments.
Yes, TC, the election did go well. And I don't know, this is not our topic for the day, but I don't know how you guys feel about everything that's kind of been going on with the appointments and whatnot. But there's kind of a buzz about the country at the moment about all the potential for change that we actually have. The difference, I think, this time and last time Trump was in office, last time he promised to drain the swamp, but he didn't know how. Now he knows how. That's what it seems like to me anyway.
Well, he also didn't really have time to do anything because of COVID.
Yeah.
Really it ate all of the plans he had campaigned about.
But the people he's putting in place, exciting stuff. Let's see, Tiger is looking at going to Mob in the Mountains in West Virginia. I don't know that one. Actually, I do.
I've never heard that one.
I think he mentioned it before and we looked it up. I will have to make sure to consider that one on our calendar because it's not one of the ones that is one of the big national ones, so I don't really know it very well. But I am making a list. I have heard of that one, I think from you.
Making a list, checking it twice.
Hope to do Maryville Rally this year. Yes, that is. You'll see that. I just got done editing the first episode of that. Like I said, it'll be up tomorrow. But we went right up after the hurricane, so the weather wasn't great. And we went the first weekend, which is not the best time to go either. And so because of that, there wasn't a lot of people there. However, we did riding, and it was wonderful. The mountains up there, you can go when you go to Thunder Valley,
Thunder in the Smokies.
Thunder in the Smokies. Maggie Valley, Thunder in the Smokies. When you go to that one,
Thunder Valley,
you can't really go as far. There's not as many things to do. But when you go to Smoky Mountain Bike Week, one of the things that we discovered is you can go up to Knoxville, go around to Pigeon Forge, down to Gatlinburg, over across Cherahalla in the Dragon, and then back up. It was lovely. I recommend it highly. I'm planning on doing that one again next year too, if I can help it. Plus, that is probably my favorite dealership now. I've been to a lot of different dealerships, but that one seemed it was well put together. I've seen a lot that had a little different themes, and some themes I liked better, but this one was put together well. The inside was warm. It had you'll see it if you look at the video. The offices were those little cubbies. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Is that the one that also had the bar outside, like the live music bar?
Yeah, the shed.
Cool. The shed, yeah, that was cool.
Rocky Top had a bar too, but it was across the street from them. But yeah, so yeah, I concur. Merville.
Merville.
It's pronounced Merville. Locals don't kill me. But yeah,
for the
it's
set.
a good one. It's a
For
good
the
one.
set.
I recommend for sure. Let's see. Our topic for today, we'll talk about that. What do you guys do with your bike when it starts getting cold? Do you winterize and store it away? Or are you one of those riders that goes out no matter what the temperature is? Because it started getting cold and dark here, with it being November now, it got me thinking to ask that question to you guys. What is it that you do with your bike? Do you store it? Do you ride it? I will tell you, I normally do not winterize my bike because I like to ride it whenever the weather does permit. During the off season, which is what they call this, is the off season. It's off season rally season, off rally season, if you will. So, but if I have any projects to do, upgrades, that sort of thing to the bike, that's normally when I would schedule to do them, is during the off season. So while I don't winterize per se, I do plan on projects to do at that time. That's when the majority of Alchemy's work was done, or was scheduled, because it took longer than it was supposed to. But that was scheduled for the off season. 2 years ago now? So yeah. So let me know what it is that you guys do. Now, for those of you that may not be familiar with what winterize means, I'll go over kind of what the key steps to winterizing your bike is. Now, some places are going to be more used to winterizing than others. If you live in Florida, winterizing is not a thing. If you live in Connecticut, it is, right? But the generally speaking, the steps for winterizing are, and if you have any additional tips or tricks that you know of, please fill it in the chat here. But the first thing that you generally do is clean the bike thoroughly, because you don't want that dirt and grime caked on your bike while it's sitting and not moving, because the dust and whatnot, it'll just get worse. And it can do damage over time. So giving it a good washing, applying a coat of wax to your paint or your metal to keep it from corrosion. That's generally the first step to doing it. The next thing that a lot of people do is they add fuel stabilizer to a full tank of gas. Now, for carbureted bikes, so people still have those, you drain the carburetors. That's a different process. But the stabilizer that you add to it is going to help keep the fuel from breaking down in your tank. And it keeps things from gumming up. One of the worst things that you can do to an automobile or motorcycle, either one, is just to leave it sit. So the winterizing is kind of preparing to let it sit. The other thing that a lot of people do is they change their oil, because if you have old oil in your system and it's going to sit for a while, the contaminants will sink to the bottom and gum up, and that's not a good thing either. So you don't want that sitting there all winter long. Fresh oil, again, will help protect things, and will also make it a lot easier when you get to start it up again. The fourth thing, which is most common, most everybody knows this, which is to put your battery up on a trickle charger. And that is... most of you probably know what it is. It's a charger that basically just sends charges to it periodically, not like a big car battery charger, and keeps it topped off. Because if you leave your motorcycle without that, it will be dead when you try to start it. So trickle charger is put on there. I do that anytime I'm going to leave it for longer than a week. I'll just go ahead and put it on the trickle charger, just because I have been without juice before. That's no fun. Let's see. Other things that people do, protect your tires, keep them inflated to the recommended pressure. If you can, use a stand to get your wheels off the ground. If a stand isn't an option, try to rotate the tires periodically to prevent flat spots. That depends on how long your winter season is going to be. In Georgia, ours is like 2-3 months at the tops. It's not like if you're up north and you have, you're going to park it for 5 to 6 months, that's a different story. Then you probably do want to roll it around and kind of change where the bike is sitting. But we don't really have that problem as much here where I am. The other thing that people do, and I've never seen anybody do this down here in the South, and that is cover their exhaust pipes to keep moisture and critters from crawling up in them. Again, this is something I've never seen anybody do, but I have heard about it before. And always remember to take that back off before you start it up, or you're going to have an issue. But that's something that people do. Number 7 is lubricate moving parts. Some people still have chain-driven bikes. Lubricate your chain, your cables, all of that stuff to prevent rust as it sits for a long time. Sitting is really not good for them. So basically, you're preparing for that. And then the last thing is, of course, to cover the bike, so that your cat doesn't scratch on it and dust doesn't get caked all over it and that sort of thing. You want to avoid plastic as much as you can. And I know a lot of people, I'll just throw a tarp over it. Well, that's going to collect condensation depending on where you're keeping it, right? If it's in an air-conditioned, climate-controlled garage, you don't have that issue as much. But rule of thumb, put an actual cover on it as opposed to plastic. Now, we do have a discount code for motorcycle covers from Skinnit. If you look in the description, you'll be able to see it. You can get 10% off if you want one of those. No. Yep. And I think, what was our code? I think our code's just Graybeard. You get 10% off if you go get anything from them. So that covers what winterizing is. Does anybody else have any unique winterizing tips that they do that they kind of swear by? Maybe something that goes beyond the basics? Let's see. Has anybody said anything so far here?
Graybeard is the code, by the way.
Okay, good.
Tiger says he parks it for the winter here. Not much winterizing, just fuel conditioner. Yep. It's parked on my enclosed back porch. If I get a pretty day, I'll take it out. Yes, battery, and he did an oil change too. Yep.
I keep mine in the garage. I make the cars park outside.
Yeah, he does.
But I did at one point when I was young, I literally pulled it up into the house when I didn't have a garage before. That was always a conversation piece. My lazy boy was my bike, but that was in my 20s when I didn't own the house. So
it was a smaller bike.
Yeah, that too. Oh goodness. Let's see. Like I said, I know that winterizing is different depending on where they are. For those in colder regions, do you do more? Warmer? Do you do less? Kind of let me know what your thoughts on there. Some people will DIY it. Other people will literally take it somewhere to get winterized and then bring it back from the dealer. I don't know many people myself that do that, but I have heard of it. And the dealership will offer to take your money and winterize your bike. So, but I generally do whatever I do on my own. I am just dangerous enough to know what I know and know what I can't do. And winterizing is something I can do. So I don't really take mine in for that. Let's see. Does anybody still have a carbureted bike or a chain-driven bike? I'm just curious if anybody online has any of those. Mine is of 2014, so it's belt-driven and injected. But some people still have the older bikes. Some the choppers, a lot of those are still chain-driven. So anyway, let me know if anybody has any of those. Now, I know some of you out there are going to be winter warriors, and you kind of ride no matter what the weather is. So let me know, what kind of gear do you use to keep warm? Again, this is going to depend on where you live. I know I did an episode last year on winter riding. I may kind of give that a facelift and put it out again this year to help folks, make it easier for people to find. But if you go into our main page, of course, you can find that one. But I'm interested in hearing what maybe other people do in cold weather. And do you have any stories of being caught in colder weather? Maybe tell us what's the coldest temperature that you've ever ridden in. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Let us know.
51 degrees.
I actually don't know the temperature, but I can tell you that it was so cold. We were coming back from a funeral, and we were so cold that we had ice forming on our hands, and we were stopping every other exit at the Waffle House to thaw out. This is back when I was riding in a club, and we got caught basically in a blizzard, and it was cold. It doesn't usually get that cold here, but it was cold. So cold, like I said, that you have ice forming on your gloves and on the front of you. Of course, that if it's wet, that's really going to help the ice form. But when I was 20-something years old, motorcycle's all I had. So if I needed to go somewhere, I took the bike. Didn't matter what the temperature was outside. I can remember it used to sometimes take me longer to get dressed to go on the bike than it would to go to the restaurant or whatever the errand was that I was going to do. And we didn't have DoorDash and stuff back then. If you got hungry, you needed to go somewhere, had to put on all the garb, your chaps and all that stuff just to go get something to eat. And then once you got there, you would get hot, so you'd have to take it all off. So it was a pain.
That's what it's like living in Chicago.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Not with like riding clothes, but just like snowsuits.
Yeah.
Like you get all dressed up, like especially when you're a kid, and you get so excited you want to go outside in the snow and play. And it took you like 15 minutes to get into all of your snow gear because you got to tuck everything in, put the gloves on, but you got to do them in a certain order, or then you can't get everything tucked in.
Yeah.
So once you get everything on, then you go outside and you play for 10 minutes before it gets too cold and you're too wet. And you got to come right back in, or heaven forbid you got to pee. And then you come in, because a lot of snowsuits are like the suspender things. You got to take it all off. And then your mom's screaming at you to keep it by the door and keep it by the vent. Turn your shoes upside down. Turn your gloves upside down.
Don't track snow in the house.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
Yep. But one of the reasons why, and a lot of people make fun of chaps nowadays, but one of the reasons why chaps were so good is because they were easy to take off. You just unzip them and you take them off, and they were relatively easy to put on rather than having another whole layer of pants to put on. And they were very, very functional as far as keeping the cold out because they're, of course, made of leather. So that was something that if you ride in the winter a lot that I would recommend as well. But
I recommend a good pair of assless chaps for any time of year, really.
We're not David Lee Roth here. Oh, goodness. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. Tell me about if you are looking at spring, right? When spring finally rolls around, what's the first thing that you kind of do to get your bike ready to go again? Are there any specific steps that you take to make sure everything's in good working order? I know most people kind of do an inspection to see what's happened over the off season, that sort of thing, before they get going. And then coupled with that would be around what time of year do you get the bike back out if you put it away? Some people wait till spring. Some people just wait till it's not quite as cold as it used to be.
Some people just wait by the window and stare out the window until it's time. It's like, speaking of being a little kid in Chicago when it snows, as soon as you see that first snowfall, you're running to get your, snowsuit. But as a grown person here, as soon as you see that first sunny day, you're like, ooh, taking the bike out.
That's true.
And it's always colder than you think it's going to be.
For those of you that don't ride in the cold, it's a different experience. I would recommend that you do it. Riding in the snow is not something that I am planning on doing anytime soon. But riding when it's cold outside, when you're all bundled up and stuff, it's like a different experience. So I kind of would recommend, if you haven't done that, get you some gauntlet gloves and go try it out. The air is cold. You're breathing in colder air. It's an experience for anyone that has not done it.
Tiger says if it hits 60, he's riding.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What is your
52.
52 is when she's decided it's too cold. So if it's
anything below 52, I would prefer it. I mean, I can ride in it. Being up in the mountains riding it after the sun goes down, it's probably gotten cooler than that.
Oh yeah.
And that sucked. But as far as let's go for a ride, nothing below 52.
I think we went out one morning and it was like 56, 54, something like that. And that's when I noticed I needed to change my gloves. So that's not super cold. That's just when it starts to get uncomfortable, I guess is what we're saying. Where you no longer, are not wearing a jacket and wearing your half gloves and that sort of thing. So, yeah. Let's see. Some people feel like winterizing their bike is almost like part of going into seasonal depression, right? They're putting their passion on hold, and they kind of go through withdrawal whenever they start to do that. So, that's something that a lot of people will do during this time is check out YouTube. Right, there's a lot of us from the motorcycle community on YouTube that people that can't get out and ride will do it over the interwebs with those of us on YouTube. So I definitely recommend picking up your YouTubes, staying in touch. We'll try to stay in touch here as well. To kind of keep everybody company during the off season. Now, last year we started doing biker movies. We started doing biker movie reviews, and our off season is so short that we got like 2 or 3 of them out, I think, and then that's all we were able to do before we started doing rallies and stuff again. Maybe with the new computer, things will go a little faster, and we'll be able to do some more. If there's any biker movies you would like for us to review, let us know in the comments. We did get a request for one that we still haven't done. Do you remember what it was? It's the one with Joe Namath in it.
Ugly Joe? Or
no, it's CC and Company. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
And I told the guy that we were going to do it. I literally had it planned and we just never got to it. Didn't lie, just didn't get to it. So that one I will be sure to get to so that we can share it. We did get through all of the different Easy Rider and Easy Rider adjacent films because there is more than one. And no, they're not good. So so we did that. Maybe we'll do what my favorite one is this go round. I got to get out of the doghouse as far as being behind first. That's my first agenda.
Feeling really bad about it.
Yeah, that's what I got to do first. Let's see. So those people that are in Florida that are kind of escaped the whole winter season, what do you do during the technical winter?
DC doesn't have an off season.
Yeah, does your riding habits change at all in the end of the year, right? Beginning of the year? Let us know. Those of us are jealous if you don't have to, if you are warm year-round. Or do you travel somewhere so that you get to go ride, winter places? You have a winter getaway that you go to, that sort of thing.
Yeah, my doctor actually, when it gets really cool out down, because we're in Georgia, and when it was our off season, he and a friend would go down to Costa Rica and rent a bike, and they would ride around Costa Rica during the winter months. Yeah,
that's cool. Mm-hmm. I generally speaking, the other thing that I like to do when it starts to get cold, we're not far from Helen, Georgia. For those of you that know what Helen is a
Austrian village.
Is it or is Bulgarian? What's that word? Bavarian town, right?
It's an Austrian. I don't know. It's an alpine village.
It's an alpine village. And we go up there in the fall because all the leaves are changing colors. And so we ride around through the mountains and stuff up there. And we'll probably get to doing that pretty soon. It hasn't been too cold here yet. It really just started getting cold, the last 2 weeks?
Yeah. Last week, really.
Yeah. So when the time changed, the daylight savings time, now it's dark in the morning and it's dark in the evening. So we've lost a lot of our daylight. But we still should do that. We should go up there. I was on my way back from Panama City, and we went through several places where the leaves were already changing colors and whatnot. And that's cool. I like changing leaves.
You got to take me to Cherokee. Well, like up around because I've never ridden the.
Oh, that's right. You were babysitting.
The Valley, Maggie Valley. Yeah. I've never had a.
I heard tell that Blue Ridge Parkway was still closed, and they have not given an opening date. That's unfortunate. All of it's not closed, but some of it is, and that's not good. But yeah, we should go up there. The Tallulah Gorge is up there. Yona Burger is up there. If you've been up there, you know. We probably won't go tubing the hooch in the wintertime, though.
Sliding across the ice of the hooch.
Is there anything that you guys like to do in the fall time, as far as even if it's not a rally? What do you like to do?
Does anybody own a snowmobile? Which is basically just a snowmotorcycle. Yes. I'm trying to make that happen. Snowmotorcycles.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
No, I'm going to make it happen.
She's got family and friends up in Chicago. Somebody up there has to own a snowmobile because I want to go do it.
Never been on a snowmobile.
Getting her to go back to Chicago during the snow, pulling teeth.
It literally takes a funeral for me to get up there. The only time I've been back up there in the wintertime was for my dear grandmother's funeral. And it was literally a blizzard. It was right around Christmas, and it was the worst. And so I'm not doing it. I fled there for a reason. I'm a refugee.
I want to go. There is a place in Wisconsin, I believe, where you can rent snowmobiles. There's like
probably a lot of places in Wisconsin.
But there's like a snowmobile rental capital of the country place in Wisconsin.
My brother probably knows about all that.
So I'm gonna. Will you go with me if I make you go?
I do all the things you make me do.
I want to go. I want to go try. I've done jet skiing, which of course is a water motorcycle. I want to do a snow motorcycle. I think it's cool.
Hey, Salty Badger.
Hey there. So, Salty, we're talking about winterizing your motorcycle. Do you have any habits that you do during the off season? Do you put your bike away? Do you keep it out? Where do you live?
Where are you at?
Maybe you don't have maybe you don't have a problem with the weather.
Maybe he's in Hawaii.
Hawaii, I don't really know their weather patterns at all, but I would imagine
it's paradise.
It's like all the time, right?
I would think so.
I don't know. Did it ever snow in Hawaii? I don't know.
No, it doesn't snow in Hawaii.
Oh, goodness. We used to always go up to the mountains to go snow skiing when I was younger. We used to get snow here in Atlanta at least once a year, and we would get a blizzard like every 3 years. Lately, snow hasn't been anything.
No. I think the last time y'all had really big
Michigan.
Snow was when I moved down here in 2008. I brought the snow with me.
So you're in Michigan. It gets cold and wintry up there. What do you guys do?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. He's got a snowmobile.
When do you put your bike away, or do you? Some people don't. They're diehards and they keep it out all the time. We just kind of went through the steps of what winterizing means and that sort of thing. Yep. Put the battery tender on it. Heated storage. Interesting. Good. Yeah.
How fancy.
Yep.
It's a necessity when you're in the Midwest.
Now, when do you put it away, and then when can you get it back out? There was a guy that I met when I was in Laconia, and he was from Maine, I think. Or maybe he was from Canada. I can't remember. But I asked him about, because he owned a really nice bike, and I asked him about, how often do you get to actually use it, and he got offended. Did not mean to offend anybody, but if you live where it's hard to drive a car, I imagine driving a motorcycle is going to be more difficult.
Why was he offended? What do you make you think he was offended?
If you don't ride, then you're looked down upon,
like a weekend warrior or whatever.
Yeah. So, but I figure if you have a motorcycle and you're up north where you can't ride it much, that makes you more of a rider because you have a bike when you can't use it much, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. When we were riding around up in the Midwest there, up in Wisconsin and northern Illinois, it's really nice. It's a nice ride. The streets are crap. The roads are crap.
They definitely are.
I don't know if the roads are bad in Michigan, but they're terrible in Wisconsin and Illinois.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful ride.
They were great in Vermont. We went up to through Vermont up to
Maine.
To Laconia. Yeah, we went to Maine too.
Maine was one of my favorite places to ride around. I guess because I had no expectations of Maine. I mean, I kind of heard that it was cool, but I never really had a strong desire to go to Maine. But when we found ourselves in Maine, I was like, this is a storybook place.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yep,
But yeah, Vermont and New Hampshire were beautiful to ride around in.
Yeah, everything is so green up there because you get all the snow. So when the snow's melted, it's all hydrated and stuff. It's nice.
Oh my gosh. Salty said that he had to put his up early this year as he had a stroke early October.
Oh, no.
But we'll wait until salt hits the road. Oh, no.
Yeah, I heard somebody from Ohio say that when the salt trucks come out is when their bike goes away. Because I understand you definitely don't want to be getting salt all over your bike for sure. We don't have a lot of that down here. People up north make fun of the South because we don't know how to handle snow.
It's the ice. It's the ice.
It's true. We have more ice than we have snow. And you're right. We don't know how to handle it. We don't have, all the snow
two
plows
salt
and
trucks
stuff.
for the entire northern part of Georgia.
Because it just doesn't happen that often here.
I will say that, okay, being a Midwestern person, where we're used to driving around in snow and ice and everything. The reputation is that when Atlanta gets any kind of snow, the whole world shuts down. You guys are a bunch of crybabies about
milk.
snow.
Get bread
milk. I get it. That was the rumor or whatever, that you guys just could not handle your own shit. Well, having lived down here for 13, 15, whatever years, it's true, though, because the roads are made differently. They hold water more.
That's true.
Than the road. I mean, that's just a fact, guys. There's less asphalt, more sand and shells in the construction of the roads down here. Though the water hits it and they expand and it gets really, really slippery. And for some reason, we don't have but 2 salt trucks for the entire state or some nonsense, or at least this part of the state. And so it gets really, really icy, and it gets really, with all the hills and it's really hard to ride in. So yes, I will say there's a reason why we lock down when it gets snowy, but mostly because of the ice.
Yeah. If we get hit with a bad ice storm or what we call a blizzard, which is probably nothing to people up north, we'll literally get trucks and stuff from out of state to come in and help us to deal with it, because it will shut Atlanta down where people can't go to work. Because I don't know if you've heard, we have horrible traffic here, so it will shut us down in a hurry.
Salty says that the winters are typically harder than Wisconsin as snowstorms pick up crossing the lake, and we border Canada. He says, snow machines are a mode of transportation. We can go to bed with grass showing and wake up with a foot of snow. Yeah.
So do you have a snowmobile? Earlier we were talking about finding somebody with a snowmobile.
Yeah, you might be our new best friend if you'll let Graybeard ride around in your snowmobile.
Oh, goodness. Yep, something that I want to do.
I want to know, he said he's close to the border. We border Canada. Now, we meaning just Michigan, or do you live near the border? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you're talking about Michigan, the state, or him personally?
Yeah. He says, I'm on the western side of the state. They call it lake effect snowstorm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know about lake effect.
I don't know if I'm from Chicago area, Salty, so yeah, totally get lake effect. Makes sense. When the air is so cold off the lake that it literally crystallizes in your lungs when you're breathing, and you can feel it. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Not a foot, feet of snow. Yeah.
I stand erected. I ain't corrected.
Yep. For sure. When we get snow down here, we're like, oh, we got 3 inches and it's horrible. So, doesn't happen that often down here, but I have sympathy for you guys that it does. She literally left because of all the snow.
I did.
How do you like not having to shovel your car out every morning?
Oh my God, it's bliss. I literally, one of the last things that I did before I moved down to Georgia was I bought the ugliest, longest coat I could find because it was so warm. It was like a burlap sack, and it was hideous looking. But it literally almost went all the way down to the ground, and it was like a wool down. I don't know. I literally looked like a big gray snowman in this thing, and that was it. I was like, I can't move. I can't breathe. I never had a garage that I could put my car in, so I always had to be out there scraping the windshield before I could get in my car. Starting my car, then running back into my apartment and like letting my car warm up. When I got the automatic car start, my dad got that for me for Christmas one year, and it was like a godsend because I could thaw my car windows from my apartment. That was so cushy, like luxury. And then I just got so depressed, all that snow and the gray snow. And I mean, snow is really beautiful. Like my family down here, since they're all Georgian natives, they get so excited whenever there's a little bit, like a half an inch of snow on the ground. It's so beautiful, it's so quiet. They all love it. And they run outside, and I have to admit it's beautiful because I know it doesn't last but like 4 hours. And then it's all thawed again because I can't handle it anymore.
Yep. When you have kids, they love the snow, and she would get them all wrapped up and ready to go, and they'd be out there for 5 seconds.
Okay, Salty says he has a snowmobile and an ice bike.
What?
That gets the season off. What is a what?
What is an ice bike?
What? And Tiger says, how do you guys handle all that summer heat? Which one? Who, Tiger?
He must be talking about us. He's not talking about Michigan.
Yeah, Tiger is asking that question.
He says he's 2.5 hours from Chicago.
Uh-huh.
If I come up, if I get to go up there to go snowmobiling, it will be in the Chicago area because we have family up there.
But there's a giant lake between the two of you, though. Remember that.
So, but he's closer than Atlanta. Maybe you can show me what your ice bike is. I'm curious. I'll have to look that up. Ice bike.
Let me see your ice bike. You want to see my ice bike?
Look that up. Google ice bike. I'm curious.
So I hear you got an ice bike.
Yeah, in Georgia we have
ice.
We have a wet heat. It's very humid here, and it can be in the summers. It can get so hot. You go outside, you feel like you're
no way
stepping out into.
Does it look like
fog.
saw blades?
They call it soup, but it's super
ice bikes
thick
in Buffalo.
heat. Wow. I had never heard of such. Is
okay,
that?
So that's not that.
You're talking about the saw blades for wheels? Is that an ice bike?
More like.
Sportster with studded tires for riding on frozen. Okay, like flat track but on ice.
Like this, like there, that.
Yeah.
Cool.
What did you find? What are these saw blades on?
Hey, Egg! Sorry, Egg just popped on. I haven't heard you in a while. Hi, Egg. 83 Sportster studded tires for riding on the frozen. That's badass, actually. I kind of want to see that. That's pretty cool. Tiger's asking about our Georgia heat. How do we handle the Georgia heat, Tiger? Well, air conditioning, tank top, sunscreen, sweet tea, and bug spray.
Yes, lots of bug spray.
He says, no, it's like a flat track bike with studded tires.
Yep.
That's cool, though. That's really cool. I'll take that summer heat. It's all right.
Trying to find something on my machine here that's not helping.
He says, wait, tell me more about saw blades for tires. Dude, so I just Googled it. I wish I could. I can't.
I can show it to you. Hold on.
Okay, because this thing is pretty rad. It literally is some circular saw blades for tires to grip the ice, to ride along ice. He's going to send it to you. It is some pretty cracked out looking stuff.
Hold on, I will show it to you.
I feel sure. I just ate a barbecue pulled pork, mac and cheese, bacon, cheeseburger. Good Lord. Ooh, look up snow bike. All right. He says if you really want to see something, look up snow bike.
All right, hold on.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Look at that. Oh, my God, hit a button. That's super cool. Man, how come they didn't have all this crap when I was a kid? I don't remember any of it anyway.
I think my computer just froze. I think my computer froze.
Oh, no.
I cannot.
Oh, hey.
Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to try this again.
Wifey is trying out the new insurance plan. Let's see.
All right, that is the bike that she found with the saw blades for tires. Something else, isn't it?
It's pretty cool.
I imagine your 8-year-old riding that would be quite dangerous.
TC. So Egg is talking about he just had this cheeseburger that was a barbecue pulled pork, mac and cheese, bacon cheeseburger. And I was like, good Lord. He says, my wife is trying out new insurance plan. I said, do you have life insurance? He says, she does. That's why I'm allowed to ride. Don't want to slip off the back seat of that bike.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
Now, the other one, just to keep you guys up on what we're talking about here.
He also said the snow bike, which is pretty cool. You can look that up, too, if you want. That kind of looks like a wheelchair meets skis.
All right, this was the snow bike here. So that's what a snow bike is. But I just want a snowmobile. That's what I want. I have seen people that turn, if you go on the YouTubes, you can see people that turn their motorcycles into snowmobiles, where they put skis on them and that sort of thing. And I guess if I was up in the snow, I might do something like that too. But I'm not damaging a bike to play with it like that.
You need to get like a little Honda something to do that. You're not doing that on a Harley Road, kid. I miss my sleds, but I don't miss the snow. Word, that's right, Egg.
Yeah, you know, I just I'm going to get her to go up there because it's something I want to do at some point.
He usually gets what he wants.
It's true.
I thought the wife was supposed to get what they want. I thought that the wife is supposed to bat her pretty little eyes and get whatever she wants. How come it doesn't work that way?
You get anything you want to. You just don't ask for much.
Well, I don't ask for much because I don't get it. See, it's like a chicken or the egg thing. It's like, why bother asking? Not a snow bike. Look up snow motorcycle.
Snow motorcycle.
Snowdercycle. Mm-hmm. I'm making it work. Hashtag snowdercycle.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got you.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, I will share it with the group.
I'm doing it right now. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, come on. Got ads.
Yeah, you need to watch those ads. That's how we get paid. All right, here is a snow motorcycle.
Hashtag snowdercycle.
That looks pretty badass, I would say. Then that's something that you could, find your way
That
to
looks
piece
like
together.
something a little boy dreams up with his micro machines.
It looks like, yeah, it does. Looks like something. It's like motorcycle Special Olympics.
Why's it gotta be Special Olympics? Why can't it just be regular Olympics?
So, which one of those is it that you have, Salty? Out of all of those different things. No, he already told us. He just has a bike that's basically ready for snow.
Snow tires on it.
Yeah.
He says we are headed down his rabbit hole for winter build, already in progress for 2025. He says that's it. It's wicked. Wicked!
I have seen, there's people that have done that on YouTube, where they take their bike and they do add skis and snow chains and all that stuff to it. Obviously, if you've seen my bike, I'm not doing that. I want to get a play bike. I want to get some cheap Japanese bike that I could just
What are you going to do on it?
ride the crap out of it.
Where are you going to keep it?
Right, do freaking
We're going to keep it
catwalks
in
and
here?
stuff.
You guys can't see, but just on the other side of the camera is my son's bicycle.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much crap in this room. There's so much. There's a piano behind us. This is a piano.
I used to, pop wheelies and ride catwalks and do donuts, and you don't do all that stuff on a Road King.
Okay, so Egg says, if you go up there to ride a snowmobile, make sure to ride with a couple of people and do the whole cabin and hot chocolate and fireplace thing. It's a great experience. Well, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. He can only get me up there to do this if hot chocolate and a fire is involved. I'm not camping. Do you know what I mean? No. There's going to be like sweaters. It's going to look like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, she doesn't really do camping. I haven't done camping since I've been married to her. I don't even own a tent anymore. But used
That's
to
not
be
my fault. You can go pitch a tent anytime you want. Okay, Salty says, I have 13 bikes. There's always room for more.
So you must Frankenstein them together. You must
be
build.
single.
You must build. You must build.
I'm kidding. Where do you keep them all? You just keep them all in the garage
He probably
stacked up?
has a barn.
Oh, maybe. Do you have a moto barn? Look what I'm doing. I'm making all sorts of new words. He says, so Egg says, I don't miss the snow, but northern winter is very peaceful. Here's the thing. A northern winter is nice. A snowfall is beautiful when A, you don't have to go anywhere that day, and B, there's no snow plows, cars driving on it, and people screaming, playing in it. It's just quiet, and it's perfectly laid, and it's white and beautiful, and you don't have to go anywhere. Perfect.
Yeah, we were up there.
Tiger says, Salty, you're my hero.
We were up there. Why were we up there during the snow before? Because I saw Chicago in the snow, and the snow is not white. It's gray.
When did you see?
I don't remember why we were up there.
Why were you up? Who were you with?
You?
No, that doesn't sound like me. I think the only time I've been up there, except to see my best friend in November.
I remember the snow was gray on the sides of the road. Obviously not bright
you were up
hills.
there. That's gonna plague me. I have to think about it now.
Yep.
Why would you have been up there? You have no business being up there with in this wintertime.
Yeah, we were up there for something. I may have driven up there to get you or something. That could have been that trip.
No, because the only time you came up there was in the middle of the summer. My dad had his thing.
I don't know. But
brown snow, bad. Yellow snow, badder. Salty said, I would recommend the Upper Peninsula of Michigan around Munising for snowmobile trip and cabin. The ice caverns, frozen waterfalls, and northern lights are amazing.
Oh.
Egg says, it's weird. Even in northern Illinois, we go to Wisconsin to winter, right? That's true.
Yeah, I heard that Wisconsin is where they have all the snowmobile renting stuff. Let me look that up.
Wisconsin is typically, there are definitely rural parts of Illinois, probably where Egg lives, but Wisconsin has so much land. There's a lot of skiing and there's a lot of snowmobiling up there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's tons. That is the snowmobile renting capital of the world is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I don't know where in Wisconsin, because if it's not attached to Harley-Davidson, I haven't been to it. I've been to Milwaukee, of course, and then I've been they have a lot of dealerships in the area. I've been around to all of those.
I think the farthest north you've been was probably like Appleton. Oh.
In Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Now, where's Niagara? Is that off New York?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think it's also over the border too, isn't it? But it's like
I know it's Canada,
upstate
but
New York.
It's the American side is New York?
Yeah. Eau Claire, yeah, Eau Claire is nice. That's north. Eau Claire, Wisconsin is nice. Is it? I'm just kidding. It's like, what's the other one that's shit. That's gonna bother me now. I can't remember. There's a couple places in Wisconsin that I have found myself, and I'm like, where am I? I don't know if it was Eau Claire. It wasn't Eau Claire. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Hit cheese in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin. I've worked really hard to shed my Midwestern accent. All right. Tiger says, I visited Vermont several years ago, and they had snowmobile trails everywhere. Egg says that they say I'm not allowed back in Illinois. Salty says, my wife rides too and is very understanding of my addiction. As long as I don't build another in the living room, she's okay with it. Word! He built Alchemy, and there are parts of her still in this room right now. You can't see it, but it's just over here.
It's over there too.
And over here. There are parts of her everywhere. This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, some of them are from the latest entanglement. I'm going to put all of them in a swap meet. That's actually I have that episode to do too.
Oh, Egg says he's talking about Illinois. When I went up to say bye to my dad when he passed, it snowed in April. Yeah. Yeah. That's sad. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it snows in Illinois. I think it starts around November. Maybe even October sometimes. And then it does not stop until April, sometimes even the little pieces in May. It's bad. It's a problem, really. But it's like, it's cute in the wintertime, like in December and January. And it's not cute by the time April rolls around. Like, you're over it, The rest of the world is enjoying April showers, May flowers, and you're all, like, still wearing snow gear.
Yeah. So up there in the northern parts of the country, how long is your fall? I feel like we have a longer fall here because it doesn't get as cold. How long do you guys have for leaves changing colors and falling from the trees and that sort of thing? Our leaves haven't even fallen here yet. They have started to change colors, but they haven't fallen. It's because it's been unceremonially warm, unseasonally warm.
Salty says, here's a hint. Don't forget and leave the parts in the dishwasher. It does not end well. But, man, does it clean aluminum. Oh, God. Do not give him any ideas. This man doesn't know how to use my dishwasher.
I was on somebody else's live yesterday, I think it was. And he was talking about using Tide to clean his bike.
Tide's good for anything. I hear the kids are eating it these days.
It is still very warm in Eufaula. I bet it is. I just went through Eufaula.
Yeah. Eufaula, Alabama.
Once I get to the Thunder Beach episode, we went right through Eufaula, obviously going up and back. So you will recognize things, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Salty says fall starts early October and most leaves are down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illinois, where I'm from, northern Illinois, we have beautiful fall. It's really beautiful. And I almost forget how beautiful it is until I go there like in October, November to see my best friend or my family. And I fly in. And, when you fly into O'Hare in Chicago, you're flying over Lake Michigan. So it's like water and nothing for a while. And then all of a sudden, as you're making your ascent, or descent. You see the shoreline, and you just see the red and gold. It's really, really breathtaking. I think that the Midwest has some of the best autumn colors ever, but it is so short-lived. It really is. Like, by the time November hits, it's winter. Everything's on the ground. All the trees are bare. So it goes beautiful, but it's like a flickering light, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Egg says, so you invite me to hang out until it's a place it might actually happen. So you invite me to hang out until it's a place it might actually happen? LMAO. I don't know. What?
I don't know.
Words.
Till it's in place, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. For those of you that have just kind of joined on, we've talked about a couple of things that are ongoing. One of which is the giveaway that we're doing for the coin from the Harley factory. It will be announced again in the next video that's coming out. But all you have to do is comment Willie G on our latest videos. You can do it as many times as you want for a chance to win that. And then there was something else.
Now you're talking about other videos, not this one.
Yeah, this one's a live.
Because they are.
Yeah, lives are not the same.
The hurricane killed our fall southwestern part of it. Yeah. Okay, Egg said, I was joking. You said we might meet when I was going to be in Atlanta. Yeah,
somebody didn't come. He was supposed to go to a concert. He ended up not going.
Who, Egg?
Mm-hmm.
Fail!
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. I don't know.
The other thing that we've kind of talked about is we're going to be going to Sturgis and looking for anybody else that wants to go up there and kind of go in on renting a place up there. The more people we get, the bigger the house we can get. So that's the other kind of ongoing thing that you'll hear me talking about a lot moving forward.
And the fact that you sleep naked and sleepwalk?
No, see, you're bringing up rumors. Rumors. Yeah, he was going to a concert. I can't remember who it was. Who was it that you were going to go see? But he ended up not going. I think.
I kind of remember this.
Oh, did you not go because of the hurricane? I can't remember why.
Egg said, didn't know it was a pack-em-in event. Can't be that good.
Yeah, first come, first serve, standing room only.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't like to be a sardine in a sardine can?
Yeah, we got a lot of those. Anything that's at Lakewood, they still call it Lakewood. Anything that's at the theater you were going to, which is outdoor, it's all that way. You can be far enough away from people, but it's general admission. So yeah, they'll just come be where they want to be.
Cancer and immune stuff.
Yeah.
You should just invest in one of those plague masks, like the old, like the big crow beak and like the collar and everything, and just wear that, and nobody will get near you. I promise.
People stay away from you.
Yeah. Like, don't go near that guy.
Oh goodness.
Is that me?
So what else is going on? What else you guys want to talk about? Hit me up. Ask me some questions.
And while you're thinking of that, also remember to hit the like button. That little button that's down here, maybe somewhere. Hit the like button. Tell other people to check us out. Share us.
I think it's on this side.
Is it? It's on this side?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see.
You can't see it because you got the chat there.
Oh, it's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle. That's right. Right there. Hit the button.
I think there's
Hit the button.
There's one next to the chat over there too.
Huh?
The little heart thing.
What's that? Well. Oh. Sorry. I hit a button. I don't know. I'm tired. Real tired. Oh, yay.
Oh, thank you, Salty. Did you see the latest one or the first one for Smokeout?
I didn't get to go to the rally at Smokeout this year, so maybe next year I'll get to go and I'll get to hang out with Tiger and all the people.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, we're planning on going next year. She really wants to go hang out in Shea Monkey. That's what I called the little cabana next to Pro Monkey's trailer.
I liked Pro Monkey before you decided to do your Graybeard thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a personality.
Yep.
Droop knew him.
Yeah. I would like to meet Droop and Tiger and all of them. Egg says, I still can't understand why there isn't more rallies down here during this time when the weather is perfect.
You know what? There's places that I think there should be rallies that there's not, regardless of what time of year. You're right, but, soapbox, why doesn't New Orleans have something? That would be so cool. Ghost stories, vampires, motorcycles. Why not?
Ooh,
Bourbon Street.
A vampire rally?
Something. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
But no, there's nothing. You would think there would be something there. There's not. I've looked.
That's weird.
There may be something that local people know about, but there's nothing on a scale big enough for me to find out about it because I've looked. I have looked for sure. And there's very little in Alabama. There is the Bama Bike Fest.
Which is super private. There's the big public ones, really.
Nope. There used to be something in Birmingham that I went to before, but I haven't seen it since, and that was decades ago. So, yeah, I'm always looking for things to do that are relatively close by. I haven't been to anything in Mississippi because that's not too far, right? Louisiana, I would like to do. There's nothing there. South Carolina, of course, we do. North Carolina, we do. Tennessee, we do. Georgia has, we have Angel City. Well, we have a couple of things. We have Angel City, we have Milledgeville, and then there's a bunch of other little stuff, but there's nothing big. Atlanta doesn't have anything anymore. Atlanta used to have the Abate of Georgia used to put on a big swap meet at Lakewood Amphitheater. Used to have a huge swap meet that they did, but they stopped doing that years and years ago. So Atlanta has nothing now.
TC wants to know if we're going to Tallahassee this spring.
In the springtime, I don't know yet. We have to look at the calendar. Probably, because we like that one, and we like seeing you while we're there. So we'll probably try to go to that one. It depends on where it falls on the calendar. Yeah, probably.
Egg says, maybe it's because people from up north would have a hard time getting down south. People in the north have no trouble flying south. We just needed a reason to come down.
There's tons of stuff in Florida.
Yes, Florida's where it's at, really. What state? You think Florida probably has the most rallies?
In the southeast, they do. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the United States, what state holds the most motorcycle rallies?
I probably should know that, and I don't.
Oh,
but
you should know that. You have failed everyone tonight.
I imagine Florida probably is correct. I don't know much about the West Coast because it's not near us.
I mean, I know Texas has a few, but they actually got rid of one.
Well, they did. They got rid of one of their biggest ones.
I mean, there's like Laughlin. But I think there are some big ones out there, but it's like one per state. But I think Florida probably, because, you've got so many in Florida. Let's see.
Texas,
Tiger says hopefully he'll have some of his back pain problems solved before Smokeout next year. I said hopefully, and I told TC hopefully we'll go out to see him and Viv. Salty says, how far from St. Louis, Missouri are you? The cycle showcase show in February is an awesome event.
Is that the Mama Cares, Mama Knows thing?
Yeah,
Mama something.
Mama Tried.
Mama Tried. Is that one?
Yeah, because didn't we see that when we were up in Ozark?
No. That's Cycle Showcase. That's different.
This is Cycle Showcase.
Yeah. But that's not Mama Tried though.
Oh. I heard that's a cool show, Salty, yeah. They have a lot of weekend rallies.
St. Louis. We went through St. Louis when we were going to Laconia, I think. It is...
Why would we be in St. Louis, Missouri to go to Laconia?
We went through. We went through there. We went through.
No way, really?
We did something through St. Louis. I remember. Well,
Not for that.
It was the river anyway.
He said it's in Wisconsin. Wait.
It is about 8.5 hours away. Not on a motorcycle, in a car. 8.5 hours away.
There's no reason we went that way if we were
Oh,
going
no,
there.
no. So, what am I thinking about with St. Louis?
Ozark.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, so Salty contends that Texas has the most rallies because they have a lot of weekend rallies and events, like small stuff. So you could be on something. Egg says, I want to go to Fuel Cleveland someday. Fuel Cleveland.
I don't know.
Write that shit down. The Cycle Showcase is the Randall Knowledge that puts on the Legends show at Smokeout.
Fuel Cleveland is a motorcycle builder show.
Oh.
Cool.
Very cool. How many bikes have you built, Salty? Custom built. Did you build all 13 of them? No, right?
Tell you, one of the rallies that I want to go to is the what's it? Bikes.
Salty says it's a blast.
Bikes, Brews, and Barbecue or something. I think it's in Arkansas. I've heard of that
Bikes,
one.
Bitches, and beer.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. It's pretty cool. I also wanted to go to Ocean City, but as it got close to me going, people told me that it was not good. But Meg goes to it all the time. She thinks it's wonderful. So I don't know.
What's one that I wanted to go to? I can go to Little Sturgis. I didn't go to that one.
No,
Kentucky.
that's another adult one.
I like the adult ones.
But yeah, we couldn't go to that one because of a scheduling conflict, I think. Oh, cool. He's been.
He's on his fifth build, huh?
Oh, fifth build.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about?
Probably.
Yeah.
You did ask him that.
Fifth build.
He can hear you, you know.
What? Shut up. Your poor wife. I'm glad she's very supportive of you. That's pretty awesome.
Let's see. Cycle Showcase is the Randall. Spoke out. Yeah, there's that same company puts on one at Lake of the Ozark. We went, and it's the exact same company that puts on the Cycle Showcase there.
I would like to do Ozark again someday because I feel like we didn't the rally part of it. We didn't really
the
understand.
Bike broke down.
It broke down for like 5 seconds. It's fine.
Well, it broke down long enough that we had to get it fixed.
Well, yeah, but we got it fixed at a Harley where there was a rally, so at least we got to hang out. But I mean,
it also rained.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. You don't remember getting caught in the rain?
Oh yeah. On the way back to the hotel.
Yep.
Yes,
Little Sturgis is wild. Yes, we have Beef O'Brady's here. I don't know where the nearest one is, but I have seen them.
Yeah, isn't that like an old Charlie's or something?
Yep.
Why? That's such an arbitrary question. Does something happen at a Beef O'Brady's?
Well, they may have bike nights where he's from.
Oh, that's where I had my sandwich from. Oh, okay. So, Egg, if you are ever in the Atlanta area, you need to check out a restaurant called The Vortex. And
why would he want to go there?
Because the man eats the weirdest burgers ever, and The Vortex has the heart attack burger. That's actually probably too soon. But anyways, it has, I think it's called the heart attack or whatever, but what it is, it's got 2 fried eggs in the middle of like this burger that's like this thick. And in the back of the restaurant, there's a comedy club, Laughing Skulls, which is pretty cool.
You don't want to go there because you want to stay clean. So
What?
you won't want to go there. It is a dive bar.
No, it is
city.
not. It's fun. It's a good time. Don't listen to him. He's bougie in the weirdest ways
You
sometimes.
should tell him to go to the Varsity. That's the one everybody knows about.
Varsity is ghetto. If you like fast food being thrown at you from people that don't care, yeah, go to the Varsity. But the Vortex has really cool craft-style burgers and fun alcoholic beverages. It is very loud. It's in Midtown. There's two of them. There's one in Midtown. It's pretty.
Belt burger.
It's pretty packed and yeah, but it's got a good burger. Get it to go. Every bike in February. This is salty. Every bike in February is covered, and each one is uncovered as a reveal with the builder, and they talk about the build. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
We call that burger the belt burger because you have to undo your belt.
Probably.
Because you have to get rid of your belt. Because if you eat it, you get a black belt. I can't believe you don't like the Vortex. Like, why all the hate for Vortex? You ever been?
I went there to see one of my employees was doing comedy in the back club. And
Laughing Skulls.
Yeah, it was just not it just was not a clean environment.
In Midtown?
Yeah.
I've been there, and I didn't even...
Did you go during the day?
I think I went in like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I went at nighttime.
Yeah, egg. That's a lot like this heart attack burger or whatever. It had the fried egg and onion rings and just freaking... Like, there's no way you could eat it. You actually have to, like, break it into pieces because your mouth won't open big enough to put the whole damn thing in it.
Do you guys do, speaking of Beef O'Brady's and whatnot, do you do bike nights where you're from? We have them here.
There's one happening tonight.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them, but I don't go to them a lot. Because unless you already know the people there, it's just like going to a restaurant by yourself, the ones that I've been to here. I am going to try some more because there's some folks from around here that have invited me to go. But the ones that I went to this year, now I've only been to like 2 or 3 this year, but they were not spectacular.
Egg says, nope, they do no bike things here.
Oh, that's no fun.
Boo. Boo on you. I have to take a shower and go to bed.
Yeah. Well, we're going to shut down here in a minute. Let's see. What else is going on here?
5 o'clock in the morning comes very early.
Let's see. How many of you guys are connected to us on our other social media? Just out of curiosity. Because we're on everything. Yeah. So I'm just curious. I know there's some people that are Facebook people. Some people are Instagram people. Our main thing is YouTube, of course. But we are other places as well when I can remember to make shorts.
I haven't done anything for Biker Barbie in 100 years.
Yeah. Okay, Stanley sent a message that says, where's the place you were meeting at? I don't know what we're talking about.
Egg says, we have one of those nobody likes clubs here and a few major clubs close by, so they don't have any events where paths may cross.
Oh, gotcha.
Tiger's on Instagram and the YouTubes.
Yep.
On the gram.
Yeah, we do Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, and sometimes Facebook. They all get the little vertical videos when we do those. But YouTube takes up so much time. I haven't been able to spend too much time on them. We're also over on Twitch, but we don't have hardly anybody following us over there yet.
I've never been on Twitch.
Yeah.
I don't know how to Twitch.
We're also on, I think I'm on Rumble as well. I went over there to support the movement But I haven't done too much there either. We're also on X, but we don't have a following on X either.
Formerly known as Twitter?
Yep. Now, I haven't done a lot over there because for me to post any of our videos, you have to pay to get a premium membership. And we don't have enough of a following there to justify that. So, but I do support Elon Musk, who is now the leader of Doge.
Department of Justice?
Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh, Doge.
Slayer of bureaucracy.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
excited for what he's going to do. Ren Swami's on it too.
He's
They're
going
both
to build more rockets.
They're both on it.
Put them all in the sky.
He's not running Space Force.
Not yet.
That's true. He probably could for sure.
You know he's been asking. You know he's like, come on, how about SpaceX? And Trump's all like, nah, how about Doge? She's like, nah, about SpaceX. Egg says, I had to sell my Dyna because it came from a club rider and it kept getting recognized and tipped over. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Dude. I mean, it must have been, I mean, couldn't you just change how it looks a little? Paint it? Put something custom on it? Jeez.
We have, every city has major clubs. Some cities have more than one, to your point. Atlanta used to be mostly run by the OLs, but I have heard lately, of course that's years ago, but I have heard lately that the HAs have moved in town. But I don't run in those circles anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah, we see OLs down in
Florida, yeah.
Well, down in freaking Covington area and stuff. You can see OLs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're still around.
Well, they were all over Smokeout too.
But it feels like
all over
feels
Smokeout.
like they're both here, which is weird.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen anybody but them as far as the 1%er groups here. But that doesn't mean they're not here. It just means I haven't seen them. Well, and their affiliates. I've seen that, But as far as the big four.
Tiger says he's going to send us some burgers his son sent him from Japan a few years back. He'll send them through Instagram. Pictures of burgers, crazy Japanese burgers. TC is talking about Matt Gaetz, Attorney General.
Yep.
Salty says, wait till Elon finds out about the amount of equipment and tools that get jettisoned as Navy ships return to port. I don't really know about all that.
No, but I imagine.
Oh, yeah, Elon's in for a treat when he gets to see behind the curtain a little.
Yeah, gets to see how much... Well, he was like that way with Twitter. He's like, Twitter's doing so much wrong.
He just changed everything. So, we'll see. But, Trump's in charge, so...
Alrighty. I am looking. I do not find... I am looking for...
Ooh. Tiger sent you messages. You gotta see the burgers. I believe your burgers just came through. Oh.
No.
Oh, what is that?
There it is. No, that's from Smokeout.
Oh, wow. Let me see. Oh, Lord. That's a burger on top of a burger. That's a huge burger on top of a huge burger.
Burgers and then some.
That's burger.
And there's more than one.
What is that?
The Trump burger.
Oh, there's a Trump burger. That's what he looks like, huh?
You guys want to see what we're talking about?
Wow. Hold on.
The Trump burger. And there's Elon.
It's like he knows you're talking about him. He's like, hey, what's up?
and there's
Wait, I want to see what the cartoon...
Obama burger.
Hold on. Let's see what the cartoon of Obama looks like. Wow.
Looks like Nixon.
Oh, goodness. Thanks for that. That was enjoyable. Hold on, let's see more. Let's see.
There's only the 3.
Okay, so a Obama burger has 3 onion rings, bacon, gorgonzola cheese, pate, tomato, green lettuce, macadamia nuts special buns. Okay. The Trump burger has peanut butter, fried egg, two bacons with an S, 2 bacons, sloppy Joe, 2 cheddar cheese, pate, lettuce, and tomato. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay, what's this one? The 7th Fleet Burger. That one has 4 pates is patties.
Oh.
But it's they're spelled pates. So, okay, sorry. Right now, pats are patties. This 7th Fleet Burger has 4 patties, 4 bacons, 4 cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, buns, 2 eggs, and French fries in the burger. Salty said Biden's burger forgot the meat and it's free. It's made out of ice cream.
Let's hear it for not having to hear from Kamala Harris anymore.
This is fantastic. I'm enjoying this. I have faith that the Doge is really going to help things get much better, says Egg.
I do too. I am excited about all the things that are going to be happening. At least in theory.
Wow. I'm looking. Nice.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm looking at your pictures.
Those are not my pictures.
They are your pictures.
Oh, no, they're sent to me. Those are all sent to me by Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger's been sending you pictures. I'm looking at them. The burger pictures are great.
I cannot find what I'm looking for.
I have to take a shower.
All right, guys. We are going to shut her down.
I mean, you can keep talking, but Homegirl's got to clean herself.
Yep, I can't find my my closeout.
Let's see. Egg says there are so many government programs going way back that are no longer functioning, but getting paid still.
Well, you know, they got to keep collecting the money.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, I think Trump kind of got his election or his presidency hijacked by COVID, right? He had to deal with that whole nonsense and all that. So he didn't really get to do the things that he had campaigned about doing. Didn't get to do a lot of the things he wanted to do.
He didn't get to finish a lot of stuff.
And, he started a bunch of stuff that takes a while, and then COVID happened, and he didn't really get to finish it. And then now he's made a lot of promises for changing a lot of things. It'll be interesting to see if he... well, hopefully we don't get another pandemic, what he'll be able to do with this presidency, what will change.
Yep.
Good night, TC. Good night, Tiger.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you on the flip side.
Wow, that was abrupt.
And I'm going to try to find a way to play this at the end. Here we go. Hey! See you guys.
Don't